in 2018, Limerick Youth Service undertook a piece of research to identify the needs of young people in rural County Limerick. That piece of research showed that while in general young people are doing okay, it did show that young people are struggling with their mental health and how to manage their mental health, particularly minority groups, for example LGBTI groups, traveller groups, and at particular times in their lives as well. With that in mind, Limerick Youth Service then, having identified that young people are in need of support around their mental health, they decided to apply for funding to the Taoiseach appeal, specifically to look for and employ a youth mental health worker for those rural communities across County Limerick. So Melissa is based here a couple of days a week and works with a number of young people across Rathkeale, and outreaches to Askeaton as well. Those programmes are specifically around supporting young people in managing their mental health. So Limerick Youth Service are very innovative in that we have pioneered this approach in having a mental health team working with our youth work department in addressing the needs of young people across Limerick City and County.
So when working with young people, it's great to be informal and bring them into a safe space where they feel free to be themselves, and giving them some pizza and a cup of tea, and they feel safe then to just be themselves, and you just let them do the talking. And so young people are at the heart of the design and the delivery of this project. To date, I have delivered a lot of mental health workshops and programs in schools. There's been things like anxiety awareness and more targeted mental health pieces. One of the benefits as well in Limerick Youth Service is that we're a youth service who also has a mental health team integrated. And that is great for young people because it provides a little bit of anonymity. And this is particularly important because of rural isolation. And in the rural areas, you've got such close-knit communities. So it's great that they can come into the service, and for example, they could be going to a youth cafe, but they might actually be going for one-to-one support with a therapist or with someone like myself, a youth mental health worker.
Anxiety is a big issue nowadays for students, and the impact of COVID in the last number of years as well has really significantly increased the levels of anxiety amongst our students. So taking part in the Be Well programme, it gave the students an opportunity to learn about the skills and knowledge of what anxiety is, how they can manage to deal with that, and just to be able to talk about it.
It's been a really good experience to be in a group that we feel really supported by each other. I've been able to get access to one-to-one meetings, which have been really beneficial to my mental health in being able to get stuff off my chest every few weeks regarding schoolwork and everything like that. So we do a lot of different things in regards to developing mental health programs and workshops, and through that we went to developing this conference, the Be Well conference for COVID resilience in youth. I was one of the 4 that presented my story about my mental health over COVID to the gathered mental health professionals at the conference. It was a very cathartic kind of feeling to be able to tell my story. I was very nervous in the run-up to it, but after doing it I felt really relieved after addressing a lot of things that I'd never thought to mention before in my day-to-day life, and being able to get it sort of responded to by so many people in the crowd was very beneficial to me.
Well, for me personally, I only came to Ireland in 2020 of October, and I found the app soon after, and I think it's been one of the best things that's happened to me since I came here. It was quite difficult coming from a different country with the culture shock and everything, but I think this was really a safe space, and I met some really great friends, and we have a load of crack, and I never thought I would say that phrase. One of the things I was most excited about was getting to watch the Trócaire musical in Dublin. The organisers were kind enough to send us all free tickets, and we all spent the day going shopping first, and then we headed over to watch the musical, and I think it was just a great show which we all enjoyed a lot.